You're now listening to Unapologetic, the podcast, with your hosts, Chels, Dre, and Reg, discussing any and everything unfiltered.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Unapologetic, the podcast, with your favorite trio, Chels, Dre, and Reg. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Solid, man. Solid. Happy to be here. Happy to see y'all as always, man. Let's get rolling. Ready for it.
I am definitely happy to see y'all. Y'all do not know my pain right now.
Oh my God, you're so dramatic.
Y'all don't know my pain. Listen, I'm out here in Kentucky, and oh my God, this is the worst. I owe Augusta an apology.
Augusta, where? You got to be specific. Augusta, Georgia?
Augusta, Georgia. I owe Augusta, Georgia an apology. I'm like, hey, look, it's not a lot to do out here. This shit is, it's kind of one of the not worst places I've been, but it's close. I definitely owe an apology. I owe Columbia, South Carolina, an apology too.
People take advantage of Columbia, man. Columbia is not that bad. Not to me anyway.
Yeah, I owe an apology, man. Let me tell y'all, oh man, I'm ready to get back to Georgia. Seriously. But on another note, my daughter has just purchased her second vehicle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's big. 21, already got two. Well,
Nice.
she used the other one as a trade-in. You know, that's good. And a nigga got his LLC back.
Okay.
Business thing. So yeah.
You
That's
got
all.
So there's a brighter side to what I got going on.
all of the updates. That's what's up.
I got a brighter side. And those that don't know, we will be on Spotify and Apple Music soon. Well, Apple Podcast soon. So
You could just say iTunes. It's like the same thing.
same thing.
Yeah, but we will be there. So
It'll be multitude of ways you can listen to us.
yeah, you got to look at our faces all the time.
I'm excited about that, man. That's got me feeling real. I don't know what it is, but something about us being on the DSPs, man. It's giving me a spark, man. I'm excited about it.
I'm excited so people don't have to like sit and watch us. They can like be doing stuff and listening to us and not be confined to having to watch us and listen to ads and shit on YouTube.
Right.
So
That's the biggest thing. That's the
yes.
Right.
So yay.
But outside of that, how are you guys? I mean, no news?
Ain't shit. No news is good news. Ain't shit going. We ready to talk. Listen. 8 o'clock Verzuz. Come on now. Let's go.
So of course we got two queens.
Legend.
Patti and Gladys. They're about to do their thing at 8. That's what, about 45 minutes from now. So
Yeah, we ain't gonna catch it at 8, but yeah.
You know, well, they might not be on the same time that everybody else is because it's never started at 8. Well, the time it's supposed to start.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna start on time.
in the last two, Brandy and Monica, they started about 20 minutes late.
Them hoes could have started 45 minutes late for all I care.
Uh-oh.
I'm still mad, so whatever.
Who we got tonight on the Verzuz? Gladys and Patti LaBelle?
Yes.
Gladys and Patti LaBelle? All right.
Yeah, that's gonna be real old school, it's gonna be a vibe. I'm excited.
You
I'm not
excited?
as excited. I can't get as excited for Verzuz anymore, but you know,
Don't give up.
I'm just
Don't give up.
No, I haven't given up.
Don't
I just have to. I gotta lower my expectations. So, but I'm excited to listen and to see them be shady, like old lady shade. That's gonna be funny.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so are they are those two women that are kind of in the head to head throughout the careers? Is that what that is?
I know, because I feel like Gladys Knight started first because, you know, she was Gladys Knight in the Pips. So
Right.
I think her career started in the 60s. Patti came a little bit later. I don't think there's like been real competition between the two.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, you know, they're older women. They've been in, you know, they're legends within R&B and soul. So yeah, but there's no real, as far as I know, I am not 55 and up, so I might be wrong.
See.
But as far as I know, there's no competition and no beef between them.
I think this is a Swiss Beats production thing because it's his birthday, so I think it's kind of a celebration for his birthday.
Okay.
His birthday.
I'm glad they decided to do this because I wanted some diversity in Verzuz. Like, it's been mostly rap. You had Kirk Franklin sprinkled in here. You had Jill and Erica and Brandy and Monica, but it's been mostly rap. So to get old school women legends is dope. So
is your father watching?
So we talked about it a little bit, but then he started asking, well, what is I2? Like, he just started asking a lot of questions about the setup and prep, and I was like, you know what? Don't worry about it.
No,
like, you're not missing anything because I'm not helping nobody over the age of 45 set up nothing. It's stressful. So yeah.
Well, so let's go ahead and get started so we can at least try to catch some of it.
Yeah, we did get started. We started with Verzuz.
A lot of things has been going on since we last actually recorded an episode and actually put one out. I always feel like we miss a whole lot of things, and then once we talk about it, it's kind of
it'd be late as hell.
Late. Then then we put the episode out, and it's like then I have so much more to say about it because then we've learned more about it or whatever. But something that actually hit the news this week I found kind of interesting was actually been in the news all week. Joe Budden and domestic violence, and also the allegations of him, I guess I'm going to use the word molesting his dogs.
You can just say animal abuse.
That's what it is. It's nasty. But I guess one of the main things that stuck out to me about it is how much the animal part was being talked about versus him actually, beating women or abusing women. And this is something that we've heard, like we've been hearing over the last 10, 15 years about him and, numerous women.
Right.
You haven't touched a motherfucker.
Right. So I'm not a judge. I can't say whether he did or he didn't because I wasn't there. But I'm under the mind frame of if everybody's saying the same thing about you, then there might be some truth to it. But I just found it real interesting how the dog thing seemed to be more of a thing or more of a talked about subject or even trending than the actual, the conversation of him, abusing women.
Right. Yeah. And so Reg, when you first told me about this, I think I had just got back on Twitter. Yeah, I just got back on Twitter and I was kind of scrolling my timeline. I text you. I was like, I'm seeing more tweets about him jerking off a dog than I am about him beating on women. Right. I mean, and it's not surprising just because, again, these allegations against Joe have been long spanning. They've been over the course of years. This is not the first time we've heard about it. I think it's all brought to the light. Number one, with the animal abuse allegations, but also he's been in the news for this whole thing with Spotify and him calling them out and these things with Charlamagne. So it's just stuff on top of stuff on top of stuff on top of these allegations that have essentially been buried for some years now. Not been buried, but not even, I'm just gonna say glossed over. They haven't been buried. They've been there. They've been sitting in our face. He's been on Love and Hip Hop. He's had this platform for all of these years, and he has half-assed discussed these topics. So it's been there. We just ignore it, just like we do any other case that involves domestic abuse against Black women. Yep. I mean, it's nothing different. It's just another fucking day. Honestly, unfortunately, but that's kind of what it is.
Yeah. I think it's sad, man. I think it's sad that they're talking about animals more than they're talking about human beings and women that have been allegedly abused by Joe. I will say that when it boils down to it, America loves his pets. I mean, I'm a pet lover. I have a dog as well. I mean, I love my dog. However, it's sad that we could even, that it could even come to that. Like, let's talk about these women. And in fact, I went into a very heated conversation about what was being said about the dogs and the women. And you know, and I said at the end of the day, when people are talking about the women and what happened, or when women are coming out, I mean, if these things are true, then I would rather see, and I don't wish, jail time on anybody, on anyone, but what about going to the authorities versus, Joe Budden being tried in the court of public opinion? And that's where it gets shaky for me, because I'm like, I understand, and I was told that, that could be their way of healing, or their way of releasing. But in all actuality, if somebody do me wrong, or if somebody's putting their hands on me, yeah, I need to release, but I'm gonna release my shit to the police, because you got to go.
Mm-hmm.
If it's that bad.
Right. What if that person, not saying that this is him or this is what he does, but so what if that person has, I guess, reaching high places, or they are able to, I guess, buy your silence or do whatever? You think that plays a part in it? Because, okay, let's use his wife, for example. When that statement, Joe's wife. Well, his ex-fiance.
Oh, I'm like, wait.
Oh, what's her name?
Santana.
Santana. So the statement, or the IG live that she was on, she said a lot, but didn't say nothing at all.
She said a lot and said literally nothing.
She never disputed the claim that, disputed or dispelled that same thing, my bad. But she never said that he did or didn't, put his hands on her.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So but she answered everything else.
But to hear y'all out in public with it, correct?
Right.
Okay.
Right. But she answered everything else. Yes, this, yes, that, this, but she never said Joe didn't hit me. She never put that out there because that's what's being said. She never said, he never put his hands on me. So that leads you to think, okay, that's something that she's not willing to put out, but she's not saying that it didn't happen either. So
you remember this conversation we had last week, or was it, well, the last time we recorded, when I said Black women protect Black men, even if it's at their own detriment?
Yeah.
Sure. This is one of the.
This is a problem. And again, I don't know. I have no idea. I do not know if this happened. It's all alleged between Joe and Sin.
Right.
But again, she made it very clear. That's my son's father. That's the father of my child. That's my family. I'm going to do whatever it is to protect my family. So if being quiet is protecting my family, then that's what she's going to do. Again, at her own detriment. But this is literally what women do. We do it all the time.
And I'm not taking away from what you're saying, Chelsea. You very well may be correct. However, putting out whatever you're putting out, and this man being judged and tried in the court of public opinion, that could or could not take food off your plate.
Right. But so the thing about, Sin didn't put anything out. Something wasn't something leaked. Stuff was leaked. Yeah. She didn't intentionally put that out. So I guess those statements were her just trying to clear the air. Again, I don't know who put what out. I can't tell. I don't know. I'm just going off of the little bit of information that I have.
Okay.
But from what I know, I'm gonna assume, I don't know shit. What I assume, Sin's friend had this information and it was leaked.
Right.
Today in our leaks. Okay.
Listen, I'm just saying, but that still does not change what I say about women protecting men.
You're right.
That could be, and it may not make sense to you, but that is a thing that we do.
No, what you're saying, it probably is her, protecting Joe, but is that protecting his brand? Because his brand is what pays and what feeds, what provides. That's what I'm getting at. But you are chill, so.
No, I completely understand that. Yeah, it's protecting him as a person, but it's also protecting those things, because though you need him to be in a good space to provide for your son, to be the man that he needs to be to your family. So if that means shutting the fuck up or not putting that out there,
or
so
okay,
or telling your side without telling the whole side or the damaging parts. Like, I'm not going to say that he didn't hit on me, but
right.
I'm not going to say that he did either.
Right. Saying it without saying it, being very indirect or talking around or being very vague and leaving a lot.
That she said a lot, but didn't say anything.
Yeah, and leaving a lot up for assumption. So like, I think a lot of these, they're so vague and they're so broad. Once you make these statements, I feel like we have 1,000 more questions, and we're making a lot more assumptions, and it makes the situations worse. However, we're not owed these answers because it's in our life anyway.
No.
Court of being tried in the court of public opinion.
Yep.
And that can or cannot hurt you. That's all. That's what I'm saying.
No. That I agree with you, Dre. I agree with you.
That definitely comes with the territory. Once you are in that limelight, once you decide that that's the life you want to live, it's kind of asinine to tell anybody, hey, stay out my business or this or that. When you're
you are a business.
When the majority of the stuff
your business is your business.
But one of the things you're doing is for people to comment on and compliment on.
Right. Like, you live out your life on social media, on Love and Hip Hop. So you would be crazy to think that people aren't going to question, aren't going to be in your business, because we watch you every Monday at 8. We know what we know what's up.
Yes. So, and you can't really pick and choose what you want people to. I mean, well, in that limelight, you can't. Either they're going to talk about you or they're not going to talk about you.
Right. That's why the fame and celebrity is a different space. I don't want to ever be famous.
Because a lot of these entertainers, or whatever you want to call them, millionaires, will do something. Like, once their name is kind of low, they'll do something to put their name back out there.
Yeah. And it's like,
anyway, enough of Joe Biden.
Right. But it is very interesting that, again, America loves animals, and again, the disregard for Black women.
So let me add to that. Because someone said this the other day. If you really want to like things to happen, you have to get PETA involved. You have to get the LGBTQ community involved. Those are the actual entities that shut stuff down. Don't nobody really care about too many other things. Like, you can be a straight man or a straight woman. You can be abused or whatever else, and it might make headlines. But it'll never hit the headlines like animal abuse or anything that you like. If you say something like publicly out loud about the gay community,
right?
Those are things that will probably cancel you the quickest. Animals and the gay community.
Animals are getting you the fuck up out of here for sure.
Yeah, animals are getting you the fuck, and that's on. You know why? Because white people.
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing with the LGBT community.
True.
They don't cape for black issues within the LGBT community.
So
like that.
I don't even want to talk about that, because that's a whole nother end.
Yeah, and I have friends that are lesbians, that are gay, and we have these conversations and just seeing it on social media and just seeing it on the news.
Right. But
we'll
move
on.
So have y'all heard about Odell Beckham?
No, tell us more about OBJ.
No.
And how he likes to get shitted on, whatever it is.
I know a lot about it, but I really don't want to talk about him. I'm more or less thinking about kinks and things of that nature.
Do you guys have kinks, or what you might consider to be a kink?
Do you have any?
I asked you first.
Okay, so we talking about kinks. Okay. We're talking about kinks. Is it something that I like to be done to me, or something I like to do?
Both.
Or
yeah. That's taboo. That's kind of out of the ordinary. Most people wouldn't do it, or most people don't talk about doing it.
But I don't know. I don't know what's out of the ordinary. I mean,
that's why you got to start naming some shit, and then we'll tell you.
Well, I ain't go. Okay, so okay. So for me,
his out of the ordinary might not be your out of the ordinary. So yeah.
What I'm saying. So I think since we're going down this road, and that's fine. The only thing that I can think of is one, when it comes to being in bed, I'm aggressive. So one, some dudes like, to be rolled and all that stuff. I'm not a fan of that at all. I don't like none of that.
To be rolled? What does that even mean?
A woman on top.
A woman to get on top.
Rolled. Rolled.
Rolled.
Yes.
Rolled. Giddy up.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a fan of that. You know what I'm saying? So what I like to do is, one, I'm a choker. You know what I'm saying? I'm into the whole choking, but I'm also I'm into the choking, and I'm into, while I'm choking you, probably really trying to put it down a little with more emphasis, going a little faster, but also too, as I'm choking you, I'm talking to your ear, and I'm talking quietly, very quietly. So I'm controlling how you're breathing. I'm controlling how.
So her life is in your hands, basically. Okay.
Yeah, I'm controlling how you're breathing.
Okay.
I am laying the motherfucking smack down, really, going super hard, and I'm talking to your ear ever so softly.
So you're sensual and also like insanely aggressive. Okay.
So it's just,
let's call it
the triple threat. Yeah, the triple threat. Triple threat like that.
Right.
That's my thing. I don't know if that's. Let's see. I don't want to hear.
Reggie, what's?
So you want to go last?
Because I don't have any. I'm vanilla.
Oh, okay.
I do nothing.
All right.
Okay.
I know, right? Lying ass.
Oh yeah.
Lying ass. But like I said, so I guess it would be your personal, because like we just said, I don't think anything I do might not be out the ordinary. I have an oral fetish. I have an oral fetish. I love to give oral sex.
Okay.
Like a love for it. Like, yeah.
You with that? You with all that? Yeah.
If the feet are pretty.
Oh.
Wait.
If the feet are pretty. I thought you said toes.
Oh.
You thought I said what?
Oral fetish? Is that not what you said?
Yes.
You love giving head.
Yes.
Oh, and then we transitioned to something. Okay, I got confused. I'm sorry.
Yeah, going on.
You switched it. Okay.
So I said if the feet are pretty, I will suck on some toes.
Okay.
I'll kiss some toes.
I'd like to choke. I've kind of sort of gotten into the. I had a woman ask me to spit in her mouth. I kind of a couple months ago, I kind of got into that. That was kind of interesting. It's nothing I don't want nobody doing that to me, but
motherfucking loogies, they want.
Nah.
Is it like a?
Nah.
So you don't hot spit in her mouth. Do you like? How do you do that?
It's just a little. Your mouth is just a little more juicy than normal, and you just probably exchanging.
Oh.
It ain't no like. Well, but you do see that though. You do see that.
Okay. So I think. So again, kinks are subjective,
right?
Based off of the person, based off of whatever.
But you know what? That should be normal in like 2 years.
If it's not already, we just ain't catch on, y'all. That's it. Like we're behind the ball, clearly.
Right.
There's a lot of shit we do now that motherfuckers back in the day, like, nah. You let him do that to you, or you let her do that to you. Like, what's wrong?
So, all right. Pegging. No?
You like, whoa, we're talking about your kinks.
I don't have any. I told you I'm boring.
All right. Chelsea being PC.
No.
Today. That's cool.
I'm not being PC. I'm just never.
Pegging is not on the menu.
No. Have y'all never?
Nope. Not on the
No.
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 Would you ever consider it?
Off the
Never.
table.
Exit only, baby.
It's off the table. I don't knock any man that likes it or does it, or even a woman that does it to her man, but it's just not for me.
For me, exit only.
Isn't that saying you can't knock it till you try it, right?
I knock crack all the time. I've never tried that.
You not crack because you know the terrible effects of it and how it can affect your life.
Well, there are some people that tell you there are some great effects.
You don't know temporary, and then later on that your life is shit and you look terrible.
We got some functioning crackheads now.
No, those are facts. They're slowly deteriorating. Like the fuck. Okay, so no pegging.
So when we said something becoming the norm, because it's men that like that, right? That's no secret. It's men that like that, and it's women that like to do that to men.
Right.
You still have some that are like no, whatever. But I think the general consensus 5-10 years ago, a woman would be like, he's gay.
Right.
I could not look at a man the same after he's had that done or anything. You know what I'm saying? Just like you still have women that'll say, oh, if he likes to have anal sex, with you, he's gay. He'll stick his dick in that. He'll stick his dick in man's ass. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. But they'll say, oh, an ass is an ass. If he'll stick his dick in your ass, he'll stick his dick in a man's ass. No. But
interesting. All right. Well.
No ma'am, no ham.
So I think for me, I think it's less about it becoming popular and more about just us accepting.
Wait, hold on. We're not getting off this, Chelsea. Would you peg a man if he asked you?
No, I wouldn't. I've never done it. Can't knock it till I try it. I just can't see me putting on a strap and fucking a dude. It's never been a desire of mine, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Not knocking it though. Like you like what you like, and it's not gay because I'm a woman.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right.
But I've never done it. I've never been propositioned to do it. And that's that on that.
So, okay, if you were a dating guy, and I'm moving into a whole different
I see what you're doing. Go ahead.
So if you were dating a guy and he pulled out a strap on or a dildo or whatever, and asked you to do that, would that be a dating disqualifier or
no?
No, you would still.
I would want to know more. Like, well, have you done this before? Like, I'm not just gonna be like, because the thing is, it has to be comfortable for both of us. Yeah, you may like it, but I might not be comfortable doing it, or I may have not done it before. I'm like, I don't know how to put on a strap. I don't know how to fuck you with this. Like, I don't know the motions. Like,
this nigga give us step-by-step instructions.
Yeah, like, how do I thrust? Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm usually the receiver and not the giver. So this is new for me. So yeah.
So what are some of your dating disqualifiers? What kind of within that first, let's say, month or a couple weeks up to a month, that things that you look at or things that catch your attention that might just turn you off from a person?
So this isn't sex related.
It could be anything.
I don't like men that smoke.
Okay, that's a big one.
I just don't like the smell of it. Weed is, I'll tolerate weed. Just because, you can do it in ways where it doesn't smell or what have you. You can use different things where it doesn't smell as bad. But like, if you smoke cigarettes, or if you still smoking Black and Milds, it's 2020. Like, first of all, grow up, and then second of all, get the fuck out of my face. Like, no, because it just stinks, and it just doesn't smell good, and you look crazy. So that's definitely a disqualifier. Like, somebody that smokes.
You better stop taking them shots at him.
What happened?
She definitely pew.
No, I mean, listen. You said my disqualifiers. Dre's my guy.
So that's it.
That's just one. Somebody else go as while I think. I didn't know this was coming so soon. Right.
I think for me, disqualifier. One, you have to, as a woman, when I'm around, if you don't smell like something sweet or have a distinct smell about you, like that's a disqualifier for me. And seriously, like for me, I like for a woman to, because I do smoke. So when it boils down to it, when I'm around a woman, when I walk in or you walk past me, I want your smell to still linger when you leaving or when you're coming. Like I'm a big advocate. And I know it's pretty fucked up considering that I do smoke, but you know, I want the ladies to smell sweet, man. Sweet equals eat. So.
Oh my God. Okay.
So if you don't smell, you ain't got no sweet smell on you.
So she doesn't necessarily stink, but she don't smell like.
I want you to smell like berries.
Petals and shit.
Yeah, smell like some berries. Smell like, I don't know, man, apricot sunset.
Oh my God.
Some smell good. Smell good, man. You know?
Reg, what about you?
Oh man.
I feel like this nigga got a list.
I got a scroll.
Yeah, I'm gonna top it down now. I'm gonna chop it down now. Smoking cigarettes that's an instant no-go. Conversation, communicate. Like if you can't talk, if you can't conversate, like if the only thing you can talk to me about is ratchet TV, like we can't discuss politics, we can't discuss whatever else. Like that is a definite turn off to me. I find myself interested in other things like just like yeah. Oh man, what else?
Well, why you think I just remembered another one? You have to have a sense of humor. If you're not funny, or you got to be funny with me because I'm a goofball. I like to laugh. I like to be silly. If you can't even, you're never gonna be as funny as me. That's just that. But I want you to like try to match my funny, or be able to laugh, to be lighthearted. I don't like men who are very, very, and I think I mentioned this in one episode, men who are very, very serious all the time and can't find humor in something or can't laugh.
Okay.
Get your serious ass on my face. We can't do nothing with each other.
So Chelsea is a comedian within the relationship realm.
Of course. The fuck.
Okay. Regular old Monique, huh?
Relax.
Monique. So I like a little bit of ratchet. Maybe a sprinkle of toxic. I like, I like
say a little dabble.
You know what I'm saying? I don't.
I can see that, man.
Just a sprinkle of toxic. How do you limit the toxic though? Because it starts off as a sprinkle. We always sprinkle a little bit in there, and then you'll be like, "Oh yeah, that's cute." 6 months later, now the bitch crazy.
Yeah. Now, if it's that hey, why the fuck she put some extra damn ketchup in this bag? You must have been fucking her toxic or crazy. Nah, you got to get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying?
But what if it's why the fuck she putting all these heart eyes on your picture?
Well, listen, I don't know. I mean,
I'm just saying, is that the
maybe she liked the picture. I mean,
that much?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just trying to find out the level of toxic you're willing to tolerate until it becomes too much. And this for you too, Dre, because you agreed with him.
Yo, so this what I don't like, man. Don't hit me with the drive-bys, bro. I don't like the drive-bys, bro.
Just pulling up?
Who the fuck?
Yeah, don't do that. No.
Why not? If you my man, why can't I just pull up?
You said who?
If you my man, why can't I just pull up?
Because I'm not gonna do it to you.
What if I get off early?
You said wait. You said your man. No, we talking about dating.
Oh yeah, no, if we're dating, no, I'm never just.
Nah, hell no, don't do that shit now. Oh, that's how you get a piece of. That's how you get the other side of Andre. You don't want that. We try to keep him in the car.
Because you could pull up and then you have a whole nother woman there, and then it's like, well,
that ain't what I'm talking about. It ain't about that. So you know what I mean? Like when it comes to me, I'm a pretty private person, so ain't too many people coming into my crib.
Okay.
And that's just how I get down. But at the same time, just don't be trying to. So if you do know where I live and you just so happen to drive by,
because we never just drive by, right?
You know what I'm saying? No, hell no. Just
we're never just drive. I was in the neighborhood, nigga. We was there for a reason.
Yeah,
I specifically pick.
No, that's the disclaimer. The drive by.
I specifically pick places that I know that at the end of the day, that's what I look for. At the end of the day, if someone is, the old saying, if someone want to find me, if somebody find me, it's because they're looking for me. I live by that when it comes to me picking my homes.
Okay.
So I just thought about another one. And actually, here's a situation attached to it. So I went out to dinner with this young lady a couple years back, and her attitude was very stank towards the waiter.
Ooh, no, that's automatic. Get the fuck.
Very. And I'm telling you, listen. I said I would never go out with her again. No. Never. Yep. Never. No. I mean, that's one thing I don't do is try to piss off or be a little disrespectful to whoever's serving my food.
Right.
And I didn't even want to eat after that. Like, she was like, this food is just cold. Can you take it back? And they bought it back. Did y'all just put it in a microwave, or did you like actually warm the food up? I was like,
bitch, if you don't take it home and warm it up, like what the fuck do you want done?
I was like,
they took her shit back there and she got the Euro trip.
She got
the Euro trip.
No, I do agree with that. Like when people are disrespectful for no reason to wait staff, even if they did something wrong, you ain't gotta scream on them. They're people. They make mistakes. Like as long as they're not rude and as long as they're apologetic and just trying to rectify the situation, I'm gonna rock with you. Oh, you brought me out the wrong food. That's okay. I can wait another 5 for you to bring out my baked potato instead. Like I'm not tripping.
Definitely, and I'm putting on my Tom from accounting's voice. Excuse me, ma'am. Pardon me. Yes, my entree is a little cold right now.
So you didn't talk to her anymore after that?
No, I didn't.
Did you tell her? You just kind of faded away, or
ghost?
Ooh,
Casper.
Did you at least beat or no?
I did not.
No, you didn't even.
That was first night. That was first date. That was first.
That don't mean that you can't fuck after the first date.
I didn't even want to be associated. That shit.
Maybe you're not into that, Chef.
I don't know. I just was saying a thing. I don't know who.
I'm an advocate.
You're a gorilla out here.
No. I'm just saying when you feel if the moment is right. I don't care if it's first date, third date, 8th date, 10th date. If you want to do it, do it. It does not matter.
I don't believe in that. Listen, I'm an advocate for first dates. So if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't.
I'm not an advocate for first date sex, but
when I say advocate, is me. I endorse it.
Of course
I'm not going to down it because
no man would.
Some would. Some might say, "Oh, she's a hoe. She's too easy."
Yeah,
no, the sexual chemistry.
You won't say that.
No, the sexual chemistry might just be there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna knock the first night smash. I ain't gonna knock it if it's meant to be.
We're too old. I feel like we're too old for the if she has sex the first night, then she a hoe. Nigga,
let me tell you something. That shit lives down south.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That shit should be. It is. That shit should be on. They act like it's on a motherfucking plaque somewhere. You know what I'm saying? In the middle of Times Square, not Times Square, in the middle of City Hall in all country cities. I'm trying to tell you.
Rules. Yep, outdated
like the frequency or like how fast she wants to have sex or how fast you want to have sex does not determine the type of person that they are. Again, the sexual chemistry is a thing. Like there are so many factors into it. And just because I had sex with you the first day does not mean I'm less of a woman. does not mean I'm a trashy woman, does not mean
True.
that. But
Absolutely.
y'all can have all of the sex, all of the first dates, and not be considered those things. But we,
Yeah, but you know, that's something we're going to get into in a upcoming episode.
Anyway,
double standards. We definitely going to get into the double standard talk.
yeah, I can't wait to list those out.
We still ain't came up with the list yet, but we're going to get into
No,
it.
that's why I said I can't wait to do it. Still got to do it.
So, in these times, it's what is it? September 2020. We are what? 6-7 months into COVID? 6 months?
Yeah, 6 March.
Going into 7, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Spooky times. So,
man, let me tell you something about this motherfucking COVID. If that's what we're talking about, we're talking about this motherfucking COVID. Let me tell you something about COVID, man. COVID has done a lot of things to me, man. COVID has fucked a lot of shit up in my life, man. I'm screaming, fuck COVID. I'm so ready. I don't know how or what's going to happen or what needs to happen, man. But I am so tired of living my life with a mask on, looking at fucking Roses or Target and there's lines outside because I got to wait to get into fucking Target. What the fuck? No, I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? It cut my summer short with my babies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My babies can't even. My babies and my nieces and nephews. Some of them started school this year. You know, kindergarten. That's a big thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're home at the kitchen table.
Right.
You know, learning their ABCs and they 1, 2, 3s, and that's some bullshit. I'm really over it. I mean, I'm still taking it serious. You have to take it serious. But as far as what it has done to in my life, man, I'm screaming, fuck COVID, man.
So, along with that, and just how we were on lockdown so long, how do you feel about the being mixy? How do you feel about that aspect of it?
I'm definitely
as far as in your social life now.
I'm cautious. I'm for sure cautious. Like I just now started. In 6 or 7 months, I've probably been out in the public place maybe 4 or 5 times, maybe. You know what I'm saying? And that's just from, you know, me having, you know, young kids or, you know, they can always be my babies, but, you know, having a 1-year-old, having a 7-year-old, and just knowing that I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I brung them, you know, COVID-19. Mm-hmm. So I just secluded myself, man.
Yeah.
Go to work. Go to the store when I go to the store, go home with my babies, and that's it. Now it's more, I'm kind of getting out a little bit here and there, but it's still scary.
Yeah. What about you, Reg?
I was the same up until a certain time point, but like he said, I'm to that point now to where I'm going to live my life a little more, not as I was prior to it, but I'm not going to be scared to go out, maybe go to a place and just be out on the scene. You know, I don't have to, I'm not going to a club, but I can go to a lounge somewhere where it's kind of sectioned off. You know, maybe it's you and the person or individuals that you came with. But I'm tired of sitting in the house, looking at the same things over and over again, doing the same things over and over again. Yeah. I'm going to get out now. I'm going to get out. I might not be out every day or every weekend, but here and there, if I feel like putting on some clothes and going out, maybe go have a drink or something. I'm doing that now. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of living my life in fear.
Yeah.
I live my life in fear saying, well, damn, I can't do this because of this or whatever else. I mean, but I'm going to be cautious. If I get COVID, then it was meant for me to get COVID.
Okay.
That's how I feel.
What you thinking, Chelsea?
So I'm definitely
mixy as fuck.
What'd you say?
You're mixy as fuck.
Relax. No, I'm not. Thank you. I'm not that mixy. So the beginning of COVID, I stayed the fuck in the house.
Right.
I wasn't going nowhere. But obviously, as it's getting closer or like later down the line, and things are starting to open up, and It's like, I want to go out and do hookah and have a drink and see my friends. So I do, but we're still cautious and we're still mindful. So the friends that I hang out with, we not hanging out and you bring in 3 other friends. I don't know them, so you can't do that. Just like I'm not gonna bring outside friends out of our group, because like the friends that I hang with now are the friends I had been hanging with since the beginning of COVID. Like we've all gotten tested. We don't have it. We're not, and surprisingly enough, we're all single and we all live by ourselves. Like, so we don't have kids, we don't have husbands, we don't have extra people in our space. And anytime somebody feeling sick, keep your ass home. Or we're like, okay, well, we won't do this week until your COVID test comes back and you're negative. Oh, you straight? All right, bet. Let's do the picnic or whatever we wanted to do. But definitely going out and doing stuff. In DC, it's a whole bunch of stuff to do. It's a whole lot of space to do it. A lot of the restaurants are, they move basically the restaurant from inside to outside, and it's social distance. So like we went to a hookah spot not too long ago, a couple days, like one day last week, hookah outside in a tent, social distance away from people. Like you can still do things and be, and be safe. Again, I'm not going into nobody's club. I'm not going to nobody's day party. I'll go to a restaurant on their patio outside. I'll go to the National Mall and have a picnic out in the open with friends or whatever. But I'm definitely gonna do stuff. Like today I was at a restaurant for a birthday event, but it was outside and it was 6 of us in a secluded area. So
I've been into some establishments, but what's goofy as fuck though? Wearing your mask and then you get in the place, you take your mask off. Like, I understand we wearing masks, but it's just like, I don't know, it just kind of like defeats.
It's not goofy, it's the safe thing to do. Duh.
But no, it just defeats the purpose of wearing, because okay, you're wearing the mask just to get in the door. Once you get in or sit down, you're taking the mask off. The same thing that was at the door or air or whatever else.
No, because you're walking past, come on, don't be smart, sir. You're walking past people to your seat. Nigga, I could sneeze on you as you walk by. If you have your mask on, you're less likely to
past your table.
I mean, they have a mask on, you don't, so it's less possibility of transmitting, as opposed to nobody having a mask on, everybody just being disgusting. I mean, I get what you're saying, but listen, them's is the rules. This is what we have to do. We have to follow them.
You gotta think about it. But listen, you gotta think about it. It's fans and AC blowing, so all that shit in there is circulating everywhere. Anyway.
All right, well, keep your ass home then.
I'm not, nigga. I'm out.
I know. Well, then be quiet.
I'm just saying that shit's like doofy. It's real doofy. Listen, I got a question for y'all.
Oh God.
What do you mean?
Well, everything, because if it's not something we discuss, I never know where you're coming from. So go ahead.
Wow. Is that how you really feel?
I'm with whatever.
My friends be doing me these last couple days.
Oh.
Anyway, so with that, since we're talking about that, how many chances do you give a friend to cross you?
Oh God.
Or you just say, I might have to, I think I gotta leave them alone.
Can I answer this first?
Please go ahead.
My answer out the way. Okay, so
what are some things that would make you stop fucking with a person?
It's a lot. But I'm not gonna answer that. I'm gonna answer the how many times do you give a friend to cross you. So if it's somebody that I truly consider a friend, it's somebody that I love and care about, and I'm assuming that they love and care about me. We have a bond. I'm not gonna dead them off. Like, I'm not gonna completely dead them. I think I'm gonna give that chance for conversation, and because I'm a woman, so we like to talk about stuff. We like to talk shit out. So I'm gonna provide that opportunity to talk, to kind of figure out what the issue is, and where the possible miscommunication was, and based off that conversation can determine what went wrong. Now, if this person does not want to have the conversation, or we're constantly having conversations and we're getting to a dead end, then I'm just, if I feel like a relationship doesn't serve me in a positive manner, and that can be with family, friends, coworkers, whatever, I'm gonna dead it. But I always want to give someone the opportunity to explain their side, because a lot of times when you have these relationships, and you feel like you've been done wrong or whatever the case is, a lot of times that those feelings, like you lead with emotion, and sometimes our emotion gets in the way of logic sometimes. So being able to kind of cool down, have those civil conversations to kind of see what's what, and then take it from there.
Okay.
But I'm always going to try to have a conversation first.
So are you the love and hip hop type though? Do you say, hey, let's get together for some tea or some shit? Like, you know how they like every time like they want to talk
What
it
kind of
over, they
gay
always
bitch
meet
think I
somewhere.
am? No, not doing that. No. It's like, okay, if I have an issue with this person, I'm not gonna go to my next friend and talk to them about the conversation. But like, no, I'm gonna address the person I have the issue with. I would prefer face to face just because I like face to face conversation. And then we go from there. I'm not gonna be like, oh, let me talk about you and my issues with you to our other three friends. So, what's up, Dre?
For me,
Yeah.
bro code. I know we press for time. We on the time crunch. Bro code. You break bro code with me, all you gotta do is break bro code with me one time.
One time.
One time. If you're my man, if you're my man, if you're my man and we thick as thieves, and you break bro code with me one time, then I don't need to be around you.
Wow.
Because and the reason why, I can give an example, but maybe another time.
Okay.
So the way I view it is, breaking bro code, if especially in reference to you looking like something, you looking like one thing towards a woman and trying to put me in a different light towards a woman.
Okay.
That's breaking bro code to me. Frankly, I think it's a crock of bullshit. You show me that one time, you show me your hand one time, hey dog, you can go play in traffic.
Okay.
Because now I can't trust you. Because you putting that woman and what you think that woman can do for you or what you want to do to that woman ahead of our friendship. And that's that bullshit. And I ain't got time for it. And I ain't gonna speak on it no more.
Interesting point. I got so much I can add to that because I have a whole different like just notes in a whole different folder, and actually a lot of that stuff is like in listed in that. But
I like to talk things out.
yeah,
These niggas like, yo, getting it.
So I kind of side with Dre because I'm kind of.
I know, because you're a man. No.
Well, yeah. The
Nigga-lations, man.
Yeah,
we have women codes, but our codes involve having conversation too. Because again, I'm a woman. We love to talk and feel and talk about feelings and all this. You know how we are.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you got a homegirl and your homegirl kind of roll you up under the bus because she want to look high and mighty, she want to look like Queen Sheba to said dude, and she wants you to look like the help. You know what I'm saying? That's bullshit.
And I'm gonna ask her. I'm gonna be like, bitch, what the fuck was like? Again, a conversation is gonna happen. Yeah. I'm not just gonna be like, oh, let me dead her. I'm gonna hit her on the side like, the fuck was that?
It ain't no combo for me. I'm gonna say what I got to say, and I'm gonna move around. Ain't no combo. Ain't no back and forth conversation. I mean, we gotta talk about it. No, I'm gonna tell you what it is. Hey, bro, you fucked up for that. You smelling kind of feminine right now, dog.
Oh wow.
And I'm cool on that. I'm cool on it.
Well,
I'm kind of the same mind frame that there ain't gonna be too much more talking afterwards. It's not gonna be when I say that it's not gonna be violence.
Yeah.
I don't have too, because I'm too old to be fighting. I don't care about fighting. Care about being tough. None of that stuff no more. I don't have a lot of patience for the bullshit anymore in my life. I feel like we as adults, we all know do's and don'ts and all the other good stuff. So I know things, so for instance, crossing Dre, and not just knowing him, I know as two men, or even with you, friendship with you, Chelsea.
Okay.
I know there are certain things that I play around with, I joke around with, I say, I don't say. You know what I'm saying? And for that matter, it plays into how I feel, like what things that might trigger me that Dre will say. So I know, okay, if Dre say this shit to me, I might feel a certain type of way. So I'm not gonna say that to him because I know how I feel about it, or Chelsea, or whatever else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think there are off limit shits until that person opens that door, and So, for instance, if Chelsea, if you walk around saying, "Hey, I'm fat" or this or that, and I like, well, shut your fat ass up, then. You know what I'm saying? You open that door. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just like me just coming out
of nowhere, like, oh, bitch, you fat.
Blue, like, yeah. Shut your fat ass up, Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? It's just not me coming out the blue.
God damn.
But I would feel away even if I was like, yo, I'm fat as shit, and you came out of nowhere and said, shut your fat ass up. But like, really, King, you're not even supposed to say I'm fat. Like, you're supposed to say the opposite of that. And then I'm gonna
just laugh that shit off though. But yeah.
I know you would.
But then even I would. But then even if I did say that one time because you introduced it, and then I just continuously say that shit over and over again, like it become a current thing. You like,
now I'm gonna scream on you then, like, my nigga. I told you.
This kind of way.
Relax, homeboy.
Yeah. But so,
the way times set up. Ooh.
Yeah, bro. We'll get to it. We'll get to it, Reg. I know it. Reg, we'll get to it, dog.
It don't have nothing to do with what y'all think it do. It don't have nothing to do. It was actually going into what Dre was talking about, far as in, but we're good. Anyway, listen, it was good to see y'all faces, man. It was good to talk to y'all.
Do you want to announce new episode days? We're doing Saturdays now.
Yeah, Saturday. I mean, it was kind of put in the atmosphere already.
But you can. It doesn't hurt to announce it again. Don't do that.
Doesn't. But listen, our new, outside of this one, because there was certain things that prohibited us from actually recording on Thursday.
Conflicts. That's all.
Life happens. Releasing on Saturday, but from here on out, we're gonna try to put everything out on Saturday. From here on out.
Yeah, we'll do our absolute best.
Sure.
Record Thursday, drop Saturday.
But like I said, it was great to see y'all faces, man, and to talk to y'all. I really missed it. I missed it. That's why I made that post earlier today. I was like, yo, I cannot wait to podcast with my people. Like, I need it.
For sure.
This dog, I need it because y'all don't feel my pain. I'm about to get off
You'll
here.
Be home in a week and a half.
Go back to my room and
hold in the road, man.
God.
Hole in the road, man.
It'll be over before you know it.
Then they tell me, oh, Louisville is the place. It's like, no. Listen, Dre, Louisville shuts down at 10 o'clock.
Well, now, yeah, I'm sure.
Well, listen, what time is Augusta shutting down?
Augusta shuts down at like 2. Right. Yeah. Even Augusta shuts down at 2.
Even on the weekends, Dre, the clubs, bars, Louisville, 10 o'clock, it's done.
That's disgusting.
I went to watch the Clippers game the other day, sitting in there, having me a Long Island, some wings. It's like 10:15. They sweeping and mopping around me, and I'm just
still sitting in shit.
I'm minding my business, waiting for the game to go off because on the door it said, I forgot the times, but the close time I think was 11 or 12 or something like that. So the lady came back by. She's like, "Are you good? Everything all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good." She just like didn't move. I was like, "Everything okay with you, ma'am?" She was like, "Oh yeah, I just want to let you know that we're closed." And I was like,
"But you couldn't tell they was if niggas is behind you putting up chairs and sweeping, like you kind of know they're closed. You just didn't want to go."
I saw the time at the door. I'm watching the game. It is what it is. But
that nigga ain't want to go back to that room. That's what that was.
Yeah.
I shall tell no lies.
Hold it down, Fred. You ain't got long, man.
But you got another like week and a half bid and you out of there.
Like that. But once again, man, I enjoyed it. Hey, everybody, thank you for watching us, supporting us.
Appreciate y'all.
Views are looking good. If you don't know nobody that has not watched us, I'm telling you, tell them to give us a try. Tell them to give us a try.
Something for everybody out here, man. Y'all stay classy.
Yeah, we kind of all right.
Yeah, we all right.
Yeah.
We got a little different dynamic, different flavor, you know. But I'm gonna let y'all get to this Verzuz.
I bet they ain't even started yet. I should check.
Probably not. But listen, y'all be good. It's been great talking to y'all once again. Hey, Unapologetic, the podcast, we are done. We'll catch y'all.
Till the next time, stay classy.
Absolutely.
What they said.
Thanks for listening to Unapologetic, the podcast. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.